There's been a lot of talk about how these dams will never overtop. I don't think anybody figured that the Saddle Dome would be under 20 feet of water either. In Calgary, nobody believed that that stadium, after $1 billion worth of damage to it, excuse me, the next thing is that they will never overtop, that this will never happen. Okay, so I'm going to take you a few miles to the north, to Comox. I had the Vice President of Timber West in my office recently, and he talked about a creek that's up there that has a normal winter flow of 6 cubic meters per second. And on December 8th and 9th was running at over 600 cubic meters per second is the estimate. 600. So for folks to suggest that this will never happen, it's never happened in 100 years, there's been all kinds of events that have taken place that have never happened in 100 years, never happened in 500 years. The fact is that at the Federation of Canadian Municipalities conference just a few months ago, there was a professor of environmental studies and climatic studies from the University of Waterloo said that the most important thing for communities in Canada is to start adapting themselves for climate change. For us to suggest that it will never happen is just absolutely sticking our heads in the sand. Then we talk. Then I was at dinner not long ago at a social function, and a very well-respected lawyer in our community, who's also an MLA, said to me, "You better be careful. You better be careful, because once they place an order on you, that you can be held criminally negligent." This didn't come from staff. It didn't come from the Dam Safety Branch. It came from a well-respected member of our Legislative Assembly. It's exactly right. It's exactly right. Am I concerned? The reason I voted against this, voted in favor of the motion that Councillor Thorpe put forward, is because if they start doing, we don't know what they're going to do, but if they do, I want my vote to be on the other side of that, because I certainly don't want to put my personal assets on the line, because we're going to quibble about a few cubic meters here or cubic meters there. We've been ordered to do something here. We're just going to have to see how it plays out. Thank you. Councillor Holland.
Thank you. I didn't really want to chime in this because I was enjoying this reading from the Dam Safety Branch, but I just wanted to read this out to you guys in one of their mandates in their introduction. It says,